You know, in my 25 plus years of being a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I've seen a lot of close, disappointing, heart wrenching losses. But this one was a swift kick in the jewels. And the sad part about it is this game went the way I thought it was going to go. And I said this in my prediction. Whoever gets the ball last is going to win this game. And by God, I was right. And here's the kicker. Dak sucked for the majority of the game. 3 turnovers, 2 interceptions, and 1 fumble on his part. And guess what? They still win the damn game because we can't execute. I don't know whose fault it was. I mean, well, one, it was the predictable play calling on the offense. Is we did run, run, little pass, run, pass. We only went deep maybe like 3 or 4 times. But yeah, out of those turnovers, nothing really came out of it. And that's one of the things that we need to work on is capitalizing on turnovers. And a lot of the Steelers faithful was criticizing Najee Harris in his performance over the last couple of weeks. In this game, he didn't do too bad, but God dog it, this shows that we need Jalen Warren and we need Cordell Patterson more than we ever did. And our secondary is what you would call a glass cannon, meaning we are hard hitting, but we're fragile. Like, we can make plays, we can get turnovers, but when it matters the most, we fold. And we can't have that going up against better teams. And by a lot of the people's standards, the Dallas Cowboys are one of the more middle-of-the-road mediocre teams. How are the Pittsburgh Steelers going to act against a top-tier team, especially in the coming week? Now, I don't really have too much to say about Justin Fields' performance, other than the fact that he needs to make better decisions. I mean, the thing is, he made quite a few good plays, but mainly the ones as far as him trying to scramble out of the pocket, trying to make something happen. Now, he did it a couple of times, but you can't do that when you've got their D-line breathing down the back of your damn neck. Especially, it's not going to work when you have a more hungrier D-line. Now, Van Jefferson, he had a little bit of a coming out party this game. This is the best I've seen him look all year. Pat Fryermuth, I mean, as expected, he scored our only receiving touchdown. And George Pickens was targeted, but he didn't really make that big of an impact. So, us getting a second top-tier wide receiver seems like a very, very good idea right now. But I can lament over this loss all I want, but I mean, like I said, it was a kick in the you-know-whats, but on to the Raiders. We are 3-2, and we're looking pretty shaky right now. Now, I can't really say I'm ready to throw in the towel yet, but if we lose to the Raiders next week, then some heads are gonna roll, and we're gonna have to start asking a lot of the hard questions as to what team are we gonna be, and who has to go, and what has to change in order for us to get to the playoffs. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think.